what is the Eat Well guide? Eating well and having a healthy lifestyle can help us feel our best and make a big difference to our long-term health. The Eat Well guide shows the proportions in which different types of food are needed to have a well-balanced and healthy diet. The portions shown are representative of your food consumption over the period of a day or even a week, not necessarily each meal time. Who is the Eat Well guide intended for? The Eat Well guide applies to most people regardless of weight, dietary restrictions, preference, or ethnic origin. However, it doesn't apply to children under 2 because they have different nutritional needs. Between the ages of 2 and 5, children should gradually move to eating the same foods as the rest of the family in the proportions shown on the Eat Well guide. Anyone with special dietary requirements or medical needs might want to check with a registered dietitian on how to adapt the Eat Well guide to meet their individual needs. The groups the Eat Well guide is dividing. The first one is fruit and vegetables, next to potatoes, bread, rice, pasta, or other starchy carbohydrates. The third is dairy or dairy alternatives. Then beans, pulses, fish, eggs, meat, and other proteins. Then oils and spirits. Then foods to eat in small amounts, and finally, drink 6 to 8 cups or glasses of fluid a day. What are the specific recommendations for each group? So, to the fruit and vegetable. What are the specific recommendations for each group? So, to the fruit and vegetables, aim to eat at least 5 portions of a variety of fruit and vegetable each day. If you count how many portions you're having, it may help you increase the amount and variety of fruit and vegetables you eat. Choose from fresh, frozen, canned, dried, or juiced. A portion is 80 grams or any of these. 1 apple, banana, pear, orange, or other. Similar sized fruit, 3 tablespoons of vegetables, a dessert bowl of salad, 30 grams of dried fruit, or a 550 ml glass of fruit juice or smoothies. To the potatoes, bread, rice, pasta, and other starchy carbohydrates, starchy food is really important part of a healthy diet and should make up just over a third of the food we eat. So start the day with a whole grain breakfast cereal. Choose one lower in salt and sugars. Have a sandwich for lunch and round off the day with potatoes, pasta, or rice as a base for your evening meal. To the dairy and alternatives, go for lower fat and lower sugar products where possible. For example, why not try 1% fat milk, which contains about half the fat of semi-skimmed milk without a noticeable change in taste or texture? or reduced fat cheese, which is also widely available, or you could have just smaller amounts of the full fat varieties lessened. When buying dairy alternatives, go for unsweetened calcium fortified versions. Beans, pulse, fish, eggs, meat, and other proteins. Aim for at least 2 portions of fish a week, including a portion of oil fish. Most people should be fish, but there are recommended limits for oil fish, crab, and some types of whitefish. Choose lean cuts of meat and go for lean means. Try to grill meat and fish instead of frying, and have boiled or poached eggs instead of fried. Try to cut down to no more than 70 grams per day. Oils and spreads should be limited in diet. Choosing lower fat spreads as opposed to butter is good. Food high in fat, salt, and sugars. These foods are not needed in the diet, should only be done infrequently and in small amounts. Try to limit their consumption. Check the label and about foods which are high in fat, salt, or sugar. And finally, 6 to 8 glasses of water a day. Lower fat milk, sugar-free drinks, including tea and coffee, all count. Limit fruit juice and or smoothies to a total of 550 ml a day. What about daily hydration? I'm to drink 6 to 8 glasses of fluid every day. Water, lower fat milk, and sugar-free drinks, including tea and coffee, all count. Fruit juice and smoothies also count towards your fluid consumption. Although they are a source of free sugars, and so you should limit consumption to no more than a combined total of 150 ml per day. Sugary drinks are now one of the main contributions to excess sugar consumption among children and adults in the UK. Sub-sugar soft drinks for diet, sugar-free or no added sugar varieties to reduce your sugar intake in a simple step. Alcohol contains lots of calories and should be limited no more than 14 units per week for men and women. The calorific content of an alcoholic beverage depends on the type of alcohol, the volume served, and addition of mixes. As an example, 1 pint of standard strength lager contains approximately 136 kcals. 175 ml medium glass of wine contains approximately 135 kcals, and a 25 ml shot of spirit. So this is the 40% bowl and contains approximately 56 kcal. About food labeling. Lots of pre-packaged foods have a food label on the front of pack which shows the nutrition information per serving. They also refer to reference intake which tells you how much of each nutrient should be included in the daily diet. The percentage reference to the contribution that the product makes to the reference intake for each nutrient. Food labels can help you to choose between foods and to pick those that are lower in calories, fat, saturated fat, sugar, and salt. Where color-coded labels are used, you can tell at a glance if they are high, medium, or low in fat, saturated fat, sugars, and salt. For either choose, try to pick products with more greens and emeralds and fewer reds. Remember that the portion size used on the label are suggested and may not be the same as you actually consume. How many calories per day a person over 11 years old needs? According to this code, a person over 11 years old needs, if is a male, 2,500 kcals and kj 10,450. Females 200 and 8,368.